Welcome to SE Custom Design. Steve, where are you now and why are we looking at your bandsaw? All right, so I have the 14-inch jet bandsaw, and he's the Deluxe Pro bandsaw. Long story short, and I'm pretty sure that if you do maintenance on your own unit, okay, or you're like me where you kind of do maintenance when you have to, or you panic and call Jet. And by the way, the customer service down there, they're awesome. I spoke to a awesome name. His name is Steve, my name, and he was helpful. But I self-diagnosed the issue. So essentially, long story short, I'm putting this smaller blade on, okay, and I believe I'm all set. I got to adjust my bearings and stuff, but and I have to get this to the center of the wheel. Okay. So now the problem was it didn't matter how much I was turning this knob up here. Okay. I couldn't tighten the blade. It was mocking me. I'm like, why? I'm seeing things turn up here. Here's what happened. You may recall, and I did a video on this, that this piece here, this piece of metal broke. It's over here still. I use it to hold my my Allen wrenches. So that broke. I had to get a new one. I put the new one on, and I did not know that I was causing a problem. Essentially, what happened, my friends, hopefully you can see this. This bar here and this bar here. Here's what happened. Can I zoom in? Not really. Let me get the light changed. Okay, you can see it now. So the back bar, okay, the one back here, was sitting on top of the lower unit there, okay? I think that's what they call a collar. So that was my problem. I went up, I went down. This was pushing on this lower collar. Bam. I'm hoping you can see that. Okay, so that was my problem. So what did I do? I loosened, you stick that back. I loosened these. I loosened these. Okay. This guy was fine. That gave me room to push that bar back out of the way. And then I loosened this. This also got away on me with time. All right, I had to loosen this hex, screw this thing clockwise, so it brought the tension down to the bar. And all the while, for the first time ever, I never really worried about it, I have this 1/4 inch set where it needs to be set instead of factory set, which was a little bit off. It was a little bit proud, I think, was the problem. All right. So now, and also the tech, Steve, the tech asked me, did you loosen this? He said, did you move that at all? I said, I did not. Now, if you come down to, because I didn't see a reason for it, but that doesn't mean there might have not been a reason. If you go to page 14, adjusting the blade tension, and you go to if the blade will not tension correctly, once the blade tensioner and tension knob are properly set, then you may need to adjust the blade tensioning device. And you pick up at step 7, okay, where you loosen the lower bushing and use a pair of pliers, and you're gonna rotate that bushing. Okay, so I turned it clockwise, and that got me more in the ballpark down here for the gauge. Okay, but again, I'm going to try to recap this. The major problem, the issue I had was I could not bring tension to the blade. I turned this and turned this and turned this. Okay, to the right, tensions it. To the left, counterclockwise, loosens it. So I even wrote that as a sanity check on the front, first time ever. just because when I'm in a hurry and whatever, I'm not thinking straight. I just want the unit to work, right? So what I did to fix the problem was, again, I loosened these nuts and bolts in these. I then pushed this bar here back toward the housing, right? I then turned this to come down between the lower bushing. Then I locked this. It's locked now. That's where I stopped. I thought, let's do a video so I can take that out now. All right. And I'll set them in the broken piece. How in the world, besides it's just cheap Chinese metal, probably was steel, that's just pathetic, actually. I don't mind saying that. It's just pathetic that that would have broken on me. Come on. Although, when this was put on by the factory, this piece of metal here was this way. Well, you know, if you're going to pull this, tension this, and it's putting a lot of pressure on this piece here, if it's that way, it's going to break. So now I have it exactly in the direction that it's going to be pulling it as much as I possibly can. I could have put it straight up and down, right? But I thought, you know, why go there again? And so there you go. So this is my second repair. I feel like now that I've gone this far, and please, if you got a question about what I'm talking about, let me know. I'm going to try to put every possible keyword down in there so that you can find this. Because there was a gentleman that found my video when I replaced that piece. And he's like, you know, my words, thank God I found it, you know, because now I know how to fix it. This is yet another problem. You may not even know you have this problem. I didn't know it was a problem. For the life of me, was just going crazy, which is not hard for me. And I was thinking that this whole unit here was just broke because I'm turning this and nothing's happening here. Okay, so we're all good. I can turn this light off. I can now, the whole reason I came down here was to, let's come over here. We're working on the stairwell, was to gracefully cut this out. I could have did it with my bandsaw, my jigsaw, okay, which I kind of roughed this out. You can see that I roughed that out. Looks like one of the letter Yud in Hebrew. So now I can come over to the bandsaw and I could cut this out. And this is the left rail. This is the left piece to the stairwell. Look up at that series. Now I can do that. Okay, so take care. God bless. Shalom. Matsalami. Take care. Let's all be safe out there. Thanks for coming to the shop. Bye-bye now.